like to think of the feeling of the game as being something that's mysterious, where you can't quite get all the answers. Something that's monstrous, I think it is. It's dark sci-fi. And I think something that's moving.
Come to me, Arjun.
I think in the end, like when I think of our game, we want you to have an emotional reaction. We want you to feel moved. I think the thing that's kept me passionate is that I really believe we're building something that's special. And I think some days are harder than others, where there's a lot of stuff going on and some things go right, some things go wrong. But at the end of the day, I really believe in this game and I really believe in this team. Even when things are challenging, it's like, this is a dream job.
Saros is a fast-paced mystery story set on a really, really hostile planet that is plagued by a mysterious eclipse. You're trying to make it across this world to find someone who's very, very important to Arjun. And trying not to die too many times.
We're really proud of having Arjun Devraj as our protagonist. He has this sort of British London accent. He has his own demeanor and atmosphere. And he's someone that you discover, like bit by bit. But he doesn't really tell you who he is, you discover who he is.
He starts out very traditional. He's the one with the guns who kind of like, goes out, does the things, protects people, kills lots of monsters. But there is something that kind of starts to look into kind of like, well, what does that mean? And why is he doing those things?
If I can't count on you, Arjun, then go. Chase your ghosts.
Arjun has a goal that he absolutely cannot let go of, and that keeps driving him in this pursuit without stopping to maybe consider how far am I willing to go for it. For him, it's clear like there is no end to this, and that means that Arjun gets to be much more flawed than video game protagonists that have to perhaps like justify themselves.
And this time the flavor is a little bit different, a little bit, I think, more on the cosmic horror than the psychological horror side. And Carcosa's kind of like main emotion is more about desire and selfishness.
Carcosa is not a happy sunshine planet, despite how much sunshine there is on it. By the time Arjun arrives, there have been 3 previous missions to it to try and colonize this planet and find the resources that are valuable within it. Carcosa is a place of great value. It is also a place of great danger. It's a very not happy place where only misery awaits you.
The pipe dream casting for me was Rahul Kohli. I just really thought like, oh, his star is on the rise. Like, it would be great if we could get him. But he's probably too busy and he's too booked and blessed to join this like little game project that we have. But kind of like we put his name in the hat, and I didn't think that we would actually get him. And then I heard from Greg. He told us that he'd accepted it, and we couldn't tell anyone. But I was at home. I was outright yelling. I was so happy. And then I had to sit on that information for several years.
I knew Housemarque wanted to talk to me, and that already was like, I had told my partner, and she was like, Housemarque. I had already made the decision, just based off who Housemarque were and what they'd done and what I'd played, that I was going to say yes regardless of what they were going to pitch. As they were about to play a presentation showing me Saros and who Arjun was, I stopped them and said it's a yes. And I want you to know it's a yes before I hear what this even is. They started to show me some concept art, tell me who Arjun was, and one of the first things I took away from it was Arjun was quite, he's kind of an intense guy, kind of bullish, rash, impulsive, and these were all big ticks for me because I was like, oh, I don't really feel like I have to do too much work. I think my first visit was before we'd done anything, and this was the older office. Everything was kind of Returnal, and I'd see like these large images of Celine. I think Greg very early on was like, well, Jane won a BAFTA for Returnal, so we're very excited to see what you do. And you go, I don't need to hear that first thing. That's where the bar is. It's we're used to BAFTAs here at Housemarque. So I was terrified. I was excited. It's almost like I kind of wanted to like time jump and then arrive at when it's gone gold and just play the finished game.
Previously, Housemarque has been experimenting with a lot of different smaller genres and classic arcade tropes. And then with Returnal, we had this giant leap into bigger markets, different camera. And with that, we were allowed to kind of dream bigger. Now, Saros is the culmination of all the things we've been perfecting on our way here.
Housemarque's gameplay first. So the moment you pick up a DualSense, you should know you're playing a Housemarque game, which means it's very tight controls, satisfying audio-visual feedback, amazing action. That's critical. That's our legacy. That's who we are. But we don't compromise on wanting to tell a really ambitious story as well.
We're doubling down on both of those, right? We're saying it is fun to shoot things, to dodge things, to interact with the bullets, but also it is interesting to have a reason to keep going back out there other than just trying to best the next monster.
Honestly, the thing I hope most is that I didn't get in the way of anything. Again, Housemarque, the mission statement, it's about gameplay and it's about the gamer's experience. It's about exploring biomes, getting your butt kicked, and coming back for more and getting better.
Overall, it should be a thought-provoking game with simple and fun mechanics, but then after, maybe some things will linger and keep you thinking about it.
I hope that players will come out of this having found their answer to the question of the game, but not being fully certain if that is the answer. We're telling a mystery story, and I hope we're not holding your hand so closely that you don't feel like you had to do any of your own thinking in it.
My secret heart's desire out of this project is that there will be people who play through Arjun's story and recognize something about themselves in him and maybe reconsider the ways that they treat others. So I hope they think about the story afterwards. I hope they go tell their friends, and I hope they go and argue on the internet about what it all meant.
So if you feel mystery in our game, if you feel something monstrous, whether it's scary or whether it's a sense of empowerment, a power fantasy, and then lastly the sense of being moved, I think we've achieved what we set out to do with Saros.